and we're so happy to have you. For the next few moments, we'll take some time to unwind and plan together as our team showcases how to pair our perfectly curated planning tools. We hope you find inspiration along the way. So, pour your favorite beverage, enjoy the soft lo-fi beats, and join us for an hour of organizing and refocusing and reconnecting with what matters. Your perfect planning moment starts now. Welcome to Cloth and Paper's Plan With Me Happy Hour Live. I'm Ashley, the founder here, and we're so happy to have you. For the next few moments, we'll take some time to unwind and plan together as our team showcases how to pair our perfectly curated planning tools. We hope you find inspiration along the way. So, pour your favorite beverage, enjoy the soft lo-fi beats, and join us for an hour of organizing and refocusing and reconnecting with what matters. Your perfect planning moment starts now. Welcome to Cloth and Paper's Plan With Me Happy Hour Live. I'm Ashley, the founder here, and we're so happy to have you. For the next few moments, we'll take some time to unwind and plan together as our team showcases how to pair our perfectly curated planning tools. We hope you find inspiration along the way. So, pour your favorite beverage, enjoy the soft lo-fi beats, and join us for an hour of organizing and refocusing and reconnecting with what matters. Your perfect planning moment starts now.
Okay. Everybody relax. How much are we loving this new intro? I'm just so calm right now. Hey everybody, my name is Iesha. I will be hosting Happy Hour Live with you today. Welcome. I am so happy to see all of the Black hearts already in the chat. So happy. Hey Tina, you love it too? I love the intro. Hey everybody. Hey Michelle, Laura, Precious. Kim White was the first one in the chat. Hey Kim. Hey Bonnie. Hey everybody, I'm not going to waste a lot of time today. We have a very, very, very special edition for Happy Hour Live with you today. If you were at the anniversary event, some of you may have already be aware of what we're doing in terms of jams and journaling. We did that at the event. We got a lot of great feedback from it. So we said, why not try it out with the Happy Hour Live peeps? So for those of you who were not able to attend, you'll get a little taste of what we did there at the event. I hosted one. Pasha, another one of our affiliates, hosted another session. It was great. I actually loved it. And this time, I'm going to participate as well. So I'm going to be journaling right along with you. But first, I want to get all of my housekeeping stuff out of the way. Hey, Gabby. As I normally do before we get started. So if you are new here, let's see. For today, let's leave a pen or a notebook in the chat. If you are new here, a pen or a notebook. This is your first happy hour live, and this is your first jams and journaling session. So thank you, Quay. She said it was fantastic. Yes. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, as normal, I want to share what our September freebie is going to be for next month. Can you guys believe we are already at the end of August? We are, well, not now, but Monday, we will officially be in the BER months. So you already know what that means. That's the end of the year. We're ready for fall. Come on, fall. We've had a little taste of it this week. The weather is cooling down. As you can see, I got on my sweatshirt. I'm loving it. This is my kind of weather. So, happy Halloween, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. It's coming. Yay, it's your birthday month. Happy early birthday. All right. So our September freebie, the filleted stickers in a lot. So this will be your September freebie starting on any orders Monday through the end of September. So this is your September freebie. Speaking of September, the deadline to sign up for the September intention box is 9/15, September the 15th. You got a little over 2 more weeks left to sign up for that box. And if you have seen the promos, then you already know it's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If you have not signed up, you might want to go ahead and do that today. Okay? I'm just telling you what I know. You might want to go ahead and do that if you have not signed up yet. A lot of great items in that box. If you have been on the fence about trying out the CP petite size, this is your opportunity. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So, real quick, today is the last Thursday of the month, and as you know, the August intention box items have been moved over to the exclusive channel. You guys can check that out. I have a couple of items here, from when we went over our workshop on Tuesday. The Your Space journaling card, your Eclipse paper clips, the behind the scenes dashboard duo with this vellum overlay and the cardstock. And if you were not on the workshop this Tuesday, this is a graph image of just some design details regarding the Valencia bag in Ashley's handwriting. So, we all love Ashley's handwriting. So if you want to pick up a couple of extras of those in additional sizes for your planner stash, those are on the website now, along with the meeting extended notes inserts and the decision-making inserts. What else? The Your Space journaling card, time block stickers in these gorgeous prints. You have your calligraphy, your torn pages, torn newspaper, and then the letters sticker. Oh, y'all, I'm a little nervous with this flame by all this paper, so just bear with me. So here is your time block sticker set. So grab a couple of extra of those. So again, all of that is in the exclusive collection now for the taking. So shoot on over when we're done, if you have not already shopped already, and pick up some of your favorites. Also, today starts the 75% off sale for all of the 2025 dated items. So those are your inserts. Those are the the spiral planners, the pop-up calendar set, the yearly fold-outs, and the tear-off or the today tear-off pad. So grab a couple of extra of those. If it's great time, especially if you are wanting to test out a couple of, some new sizes as we go into 2026. So great time to grab a couple of inserts that you've had your eye on, testing out new sizes, that sort of thing, and get you all set up, and prepared to go into 2026. And then last but not least, we have a couple of customer faves going into last call. And as you know, last call means once it's gone, it's gone. So check out that list of items on the website. And that wraps up my whole little spiel about the product part of today, because I want to spend a lot of our time talking about the jams and journaling session. So if you will, I hope you guys have like pen, notebook, paper, whatever the case may be, something that you can write on. We're going to spend a couple of moments going through some prompts in terms of journaling, and just to give you a little background on why this is, important. It's kind of like a little chill vibe that we wanted to bring to today's happy hour. So there is a psychological foundation or connection in terms of journaling with different music playing in the background, right? So I have a little note here that I want to read out to you guys. So our emotions and our thoughts are profoundly influenced by our environment, particularly through sensory inputs like sound and music. Music activates multiple brain areas responsible for emotion, memory, and cognition. Journaling in varied sonic environments illustrates how deeply external stimuli alter our internal dialogue. So, depending on what you're listening to can kind of alter how you think in terms of what you're going to write about. It also alters our self-reflection and our emotional states. This particular workshop uses contrasting music, nostalgic 90s hip hop and R&B, against more reflective ambient music to demonstrate these effects, guiding yourself through greater self-awareness and emotional insight. So we're going to get started. We have a little candle going. We have a little scent beads. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes that we're going to write, and then we're going to come back and talk about how it made you feel. How did you feel when you were writing? Did you feel like the music impacted you in any way? And yeah, so let's get started. So the first set is going to be around nostalgia and energy. So the first prompt is going to be, and I'm going to be writing along with you. So I have my commonplace notebook, and I'm going to be using the Flowtune pen from the August box. I'm absolutely in love with this pen, Team Blue, for right now. But sometimes I'm Team Black, but right now we're going to be Team Blue. So the first prompt: describe a moment from your youth when you felt unstoppable. Who were you with, and what made that moment unforgettable? And we're going to start our timer. And we're going to get started. So we're going to do 5 minutes of writing, starting now. All right. That was our first one. Now, how this is going to go is we'll do a second one. And then after the second one, we'll come back and we'll talk about our emotions or how we felt and all that kind of good stuff. So the second prompt for this particular scenario, nostalgic and journaling or in energy, is what is something you deeply desire right now? Something bold or exciting. How would it feel to achieve this? What is something you deeply desire right now? It could be anything, something bold or exciting, and how would it feel for you to achieve this? And we will start our 5 minutes now.
Tell me, say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say, baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh, baby, tell me, say she killing them. Mine worth a die, yeah, she killing them. Say, baby, I. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. A papa boy living, yeah, mountain. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. Me can't show you what the yeah, mommy. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. A papa boy living yeah mountain. Yeah mountain, it's a yeah mountain. Me can't show you what the yeah mountain. Yeah. Let me say no problem. Me say no qualms on. Right. Every other day, me a day with the farm them. Yeah. Telling me a place for the case, see a story. Right. Say me no high, me no bully. Me a fickle on things, it's a rule on things. When you pull on things, get away from me. Mull on things, tell me who run things. Cause the rule on things is the king, I know. This thing's greater than paper. Me one day with my maker. You feel say you be greater. Tell me why. Oh no. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she killing them. Mine worth a die, yeah, she killing them. Say baby, I. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. A papa boy living yeah, mountain. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. Me can't show you what the yeah, mommy. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. A papa boy living yeah, mountain. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. Me can't show you what the yeah, mountain. It's a rule on things. When you pull on things, get away from me. Mull on things, tell me who run things. Cause the rule on things is the king, I know. This thing's greater than paper. Me one day with my maker. You feel say you be greater. Tell me why. Oh no. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she killing them. Mine worth a die, yeah, she killing them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she killing them. Mine worth a die, yeah, she killing them. Say baby, I. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. A papa boy living yeah, mountain. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. Me can't show you what the yeah, mommy. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. A papa boy living yeah, mountain. Yeah, mountain, it's a yeah, mountain. Me can't show you what the yeah, mommy. Yeah. Let me say no problem. Me say no qualms on right. Every other day, me a day with the fam them. Yeah. Telling me a place for the case, see a story. Right. Say me no high, me no bully. Me have to cool on things, it's a rule on things. When you pull on things, get away from me. Mull on things, tell me who run things. Cause the rule on things is the king. This thing's greater than paper. Me one day with my maker. You feel say you be greater. Tell me why. Oh no. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she feeling them.
Okay. That song was, I don't know, I really like that song. That song was called Feeling Them by T-Clef. Never heard of them, but I loved it. So let's take a few minutes to just have a little reflective discussion. How did you feel the music shaped maybe your memories or your desires? You know, what emotions surfaced? Let's have a little quick chat in the chat, if you will. I saw Uma said she's loving the music selection. Yes. You know, for me, and I'll start it off. So the first one, I couldn't really, I really wrote about like my senior year in high school. I kind of, because I felt like I kind of had like the world at my fingertips and I could just go in any direction that I wanted to go in. And for me, what made that moment unforgettable for me was my mom, because she, you know, her firstborn, first daughter, that sort of thing. So she was just as excited as I was to, you know, be starting on this journey of going out on my own, going to college for the first time. So that was the moment of reflection for me from the first prompt. Now, the second prompt, that particular song gave me, I have been in this big age, in this big season of my life, I have been on this whole, you know, I have more years behind me than I do in front of me. So it's kind of like, you know, all the gloves are off. I'm just going to, at this point, I'm just going to do what I want. And so I have been having this really good, it's just been eating at me to like, on the weekends when I don't have any plans here, that, you know, I just want to go and explore. I just want to buy a ticket, maybe drive, depends on where it's going to be, and just go to a new city, explore. And that song in itself just kind of, in my mind, I'm envisioning myself like in a Jeep with the top off, just riding on a windy road. I don't, just to nowhere in particular, just out in just freedom. I don't know. That's the only way. That's the best way I can explain it. So it actually gave me a sense of freedom. And, you know, and like I said, thinking of like what my future looks like, you know, goals that I have for myself, not only just in my career, but on a personal level. I just want that freedom to just do what I want to do, not, you know, no inhibitions, none of that kind of stuff. So that was it for me. Pixie said, agree, right there with you. Yeah, I loved it. Stargazer, I just dropped my oldest off at college for the first time, and it's such an exciting time in their life. It really is. It's exciting for them and it's exciting for us, but it's also, you know, it's bittersweet because, you know, you want to always be able to protect your baby in whatever circumstances or whatever direction they go to. And, you know, the world is an ugly place sometimes. And I think, you know, we think about how can we protect them? I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to let go. And I think, you know, with everything that's been going on recently, especially even just this week, it's a lot of heavy stuff happening. And I think having, you know, this particular session today, it just takes the edge off a little bit. It's very calm, very chill, relaxing, gives you a moment to think and not have, you know, and just let it all out, you know. I'm loving it. It is a very exciting time. Congratulations. Kim says she is in the season of not waiting for anyone. I ain't waiting for nobody. You know, people always talk about, you know, you have your girlfriends in the group chat, and you know, sometimes the plans never make it out of the group chat. Babe, I'm my own group chat right now. So it is what it is. I'm gone. If you want to come, come. If you don't, I ain't waiting around. Island Girl Tracy, the music was the bomb. It brought out a feeling of joy and it brought you back home. Oh, I love that. I love that for you. Ashley said it had her in a rhythm. Oh, Kim, I'm sorry. Well, you know, Uma said she was dancing. I love this. Okay. Yes, do it by yourself. Kim, I am my own group. Absolutely my own group. Thank you, Ramona. The second song gave you a sense of focus. Okay. So we're going to switch gears going into round 2. So round 2 is going to be about introspection and depth. Okay. So switch gears just a little bit. Music is going to be different. This one is going to be, it may cause you to go, think a little deeper about what the prompt is asking you to write about. So we'll go ahead and get started for the first one. This one, the song, and I'm going to give you the song name. I don't know if it's going to have any impact on what you write, but it may give you an idea. So it's called Sparking by Ocean Jams. And this prompt is recall a relationship or a friendship that changed how you see yourself and what did you learn? So recall a relationship or a friendship that changed how you see yourself and what did you learn? And before we get started, this one sparked a lot of conversation during the event. So think about it, and we'll go ahead and start our timer for 5 minutes, and we'll be back. All right. Okay. Quick check-in. How are we feeling? That's our timer. Lede, I saw your question about missing the prompts. I'll post these in the Facebook group for anyone who wants to go back and do them again, along with the song choices that we picked. Okay. So I will post these in the Facebook group. Everybody okay? Everybody in, how you feeling? We got a good vibe going on. We have one more that we're going to do. And this one is a little slower. So it's going to be like that contrasting between different sets of emotions in terms of what you're going to write about. Okay, so the next prompt is think of something you wish you'd done differently. Why has it stayed with you and what have you learned? Think of something you wish you'd done differently. Why has it stayed with you and what have you learned? And we will set our 5-minute timer and we'll come back in just a moment to reflect. Okay. Listen, I'll be the first one to say those two really put me in my feelings. And I'm and I'll tell you why. All right. So okay, let me get myself together. All right. So let's have a little moment of discussion. Let's reflect. We're gonna keep it nice. How did you feel the slower music, more emotional music alter your journaling? And how? Because it definitely did for me. So I'll share. The first one, the relationship. I wrote about the relationship I have with my sister. My sister and I are 9 years apart. So growing up, we really didn't have a close bond. You know, she was in elementary school. During the time she was like in elementary school, I was getting my driver's license and I was chasing boys, teenage love type stuff, you know. So I had my mind on something totally different than being a big sister, so to speak. But as we grew older, and especially now as as adults, our bond is just is like this. We can't be broken. So that kind of made me reflect on how important family is, and how precious that time is with you, and how different things can be based on like where you are in your life and that sort of thing. So had me thinking about that. And then when the second prompt came around, it took me in a totally different direction. Kind of the same, but very different. The second prompt talked about something in your life that you would have done differently, and what have you learned? So some of you may know, some of you may not, but back in 2017, my fiance was killed by a drunk driver. That sent me into a spiral, and not in a good way, right? So I feel like when I think about something that I would have done differently, it was kind of hard for me to kind of pinpoint one thing, because I personally feel like my past has definitely shaped me into the person that I am today. So when I thought about one thing that I would do differently, it would be to because of his death, to understand and have a clear idea of how precious life really is, right? You only get one chance. Most of the time you only get one chance to make things right, to find that one person that totally gets you. And what it taught me is that you can't take anything for granted, right? Nothing at all in this life you can take for granted. So that kind of, it was kind of like a contrast for me between the first one and the second one. But like I mentioned, contrasting, but kind of like the same. You can't take anything for granted. Time is precious. You can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. But it also ties me back into what I wrote about in the beginning when I said, I'm at this point in my life now where I'm not waiting around for anything, and I want to go, I'm going to go. I'm just going to do it. So that is my part. So tell me how you felt. What did you feel like? Did you feel that it kind of altered what you wanted to write about in terms of, the slower pace and that sort of thing? How do you feel? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. The slower music plus the emotional questions definitely changed how I felt. Okay. Yeah. And and I will say too, during the event back in June, that was the first time, when Ashley brought this idea to me, it was the first time I had ever heard about, writing to music and how music can kind of alter your mood, and how you interpret things, how you see things, what you write about. So, and I was very intrigued with it. And I loved doing the workshop, but it's totally different now. And I see like how you can get caught up in the emotion of it all when you're actually writing. So I'm glad I was able to actually participate. Courtney says she was overwhelmed a little bit. Listen, I get it. That second prompt, it had me stuck for a moment because, like I mentioned, I was balancing between what would I have done differently, and my initial question was nothing because it shaped who I am now. But then when I thought about a little deeper, that's when I came to what I came to. So Kay said the slower music allows her to think clearer and get those stored up emotions down on paper. I agree. I totally agree. Kim said, honestly, the questions were so good. She didn't let the music sway her because she was into writing down her own feelings. Okay. Okay. I love that. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let me scroll back up real quick. Flor Mercia says the tempo slows your heartbeat and provides for thoughts to flow and feel more freely. I agree. Denise said the song made her feel a bit sad because it gave the vibe of what could have been, and I wish what you would have done and not think about doing it. Okay, I can understand that. Kind of like, well, now that thinking about what you said, it's never too late. So think about it that way. So, whatever you wrote about, if it's something that you can implement and act on now, then do it. Stargazer says she can think and concentrate more deeply with slower music. I agree. The slow music was relaxing. It gives the prompts, but had you a little emotional and had you in the zone. Got it. I agree. I appreciate you guys so much for sharing and in engaging in this. So I hope you liked it. This was our first time doing this, so we were all kind of a little nervous about doing this. But I think, like I mentioned earlier, I think it's a lot going on right now, and so just taking the time to step back and just chill out, relax, not put too much pressure on ourselves, and just have a moment is what we all need. So I thank you guys so much. So as we wrap up, I want you to, if you're going to do some takeaways, as I mentioned earlier, I'll post these prompts in the Facebook group in case you want to try some of these on your own. As Kim mentioned, maybe with your own music selections. Just think about some of the ways that music alters your emotions and your emotional depth, and and your feelings and everything. So take a time to reflect, and just when next time you sit down to journal, just think about do you want to incorporate this, and do you think it will help you in terms of getting your emotions down on paper in a more release type of way, I guess I could say. All right. I do want to encourage everybody to intentionally curate your environment to support, a healthier, more positive mental state and reflective practices as you write. So, as prioritize your mental health in any way that you find ways to, wind down and just take care of yourself. So, if you choose to do this and you want to share, either in the Facebook group or on your social media, don't forget to tag us. And you can use the hashtag jams and journaling. Okay. It'll go, we checked it out. It'll go directly. I don't think it's being used right now. So it'll all be just us. Okay. Now I didn't forget, if you were on the workshop Tuesday, I kind of dropped the ball and forgot to have some sneak peeks in person for you guys, but we're gonna, my production team is the best in the world, so we got you covered. So couple of sneak peeks coming up for the September box. It's going to be a good one. So again, I can't reiterate enough. If you have not signed up already, you might want to. So here are a couple of sneak peeks for the August or September box. Okay. Have you guys seen okay, first of all, let me just say, our marketing team, you can't touch them because these promos that they've been putting out about this September box, baby, clock that. Clock it. I love it. I love it. So this is the pouch that's coming in the September box. I love the look of it, the feel of it. Well, can't really say the feel of it because I ain't felt it yet, but I'm thinking that it's like the storage pouches that we received. I think that's what Andrew's told us. So I already know how that feels. So I can't wait to get this. I just love the aesthetic of it all. And honestly, who am I to say I don't need another pouch, because I am the pouch queen. In case you didn't know, pouch on pouch on pouch. That's just how I do it. All right. Do we have another one, production? The beloved CP Petite. So for those of you, again, who have been on the fence about trying out CP Petite, the time is now. You're going to get clear vinyl folio with this little editorial vibe going on. You're going to get the rounded graph inserts, and you're going to get a set of matcha discs to set up your whole system to get you started. And honestly, there's no better way, in my opinion, to get started with CP Petite size than having a notebook, because even with all of my, even with my CP Petite decked out in the way it is, it's still a notebook at the end of the day. I have a little calendar in there, but at the end of the day, it's still like my companion. And I think this is a great starter point for you who are on the fence about adding CP Petite to your collection. So there you have it. Those are the sneaks that we have. And as promised to my workshop peeps, next month, I got you. I promise. I got you. Not going to drop the ball again. So speaking of the workshop, the next September workshop is September the 30th, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Now, you know what, y'all? Before we got on here, we said we were not going to go a whole hour, but as usual, I need to quit saying that. That's just what I need to do. Okay, so we're going to wrap up with our words of wisdom. So, in a line with, what we had going on today, the quote I have for you today: when the music flows, the mind opens and the pen follows. When the music flows, the mind opens and the pen follows. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Ashley will be back next week. And just to give you a little something about what she's going to be talking about, all things TN related. Okay. I'll just leave it at that. So do with that what you will. I appreciate you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. I will post these prompts in the Facebook group. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your Thursday. And I will see you probably about another month. So we got some good stuff coming up. So see you guys next Thursday, same time, same tape with Ashley. Bye, everybody.